Iowa State's Jim Farina. Tonight, IPVBN will be debuting a new feature to its Cyclone Wrestling Series. Every week, a behind-the-scenes look at one of the state's top wrestlers. So right now, let's meet ISU's Perry Hummel off the mat. And here is Perry Hummel up against Mike DeAnna. And here is one of the feature bouts of the evening. I'll tell you, everybody's looking forward to this one.
Yes.
Hummel, who was ranked #1 for Iowa State. DeAnna, a marvelous technician, as I'm sure Dave will tell you here lots of times, with some of his great moves, who has been an All-American several times.
There's a single on Hummel. He's got him picked up in the air. If he gets him to the mat, he may get two, but notice how DeAnna
blocked it off. Beautiful counter. Wasn't that pretty?
On a move. Turned it into a two-point takedown. Real keen sense of balance by DeAnna.
That was a marvelous move. Look at the grin on his face. That tickled him.
Well, he turned a good offensive move by Hummel into a counter takedown. Did a nice job of it.
Team score is 16 for Iowa State and 7 for Iowa now. And DeAnna gets the first takedown against Perry Hummel of Iowa State.
Hummel is up. He's trying to get those hands split to get his one-point escape. DeAnna puts him back to the mat.
Last year, DeAnna missed the year because of an operation on his arm. And it's great to see him back. And this year, Perry Hummel.
He almost had the hand split and got the one, but DeAnna came right down in that single leg and countered real well. So we're still in a scrimmaging situation with DeAnna in control. No points exchanged.
The score is 16-8 team score. I gave you 7 for Iowa, and it's 8. That was a 4-point match last time.
There's your one-point escape, kind of a stand-up turn in by Perry. Score is now 2-1.
Started to say Mike DeAnna was out with injuries last year, and this year, for the first time to any serious degree, Perry Hummel's had some bumps and bruises. He has a sore knee, and you can see his wrist is wrapped there.
DeAnna garnered 58 seconds riding time there, 2 seconds short of having that advantage.
And Mike leads 2-1. He's a senior from Bay Village, Ohio. 3 times he's won a Big Ten title every year.
I think we mentioned Perry here, West Des Moines Dowling Prep, where he was a state high school champion and a super one.
And last year he was favored all the way through the season, I think, and lost in the national finals to just almost come out of nowhere, boy, this Matt Reese of North Carolina State.
Yes.
1 second left. This period will end without anything else happening. So 58 seconds of riding time for DeAnna. DeAnna gets his choice. DeAnna wants up.
Quite a record, 53-4-2, 53 wins, 4 losses, 2 ties.
Okay, come on down. On the whistle, Black.
That's last year and this year.
Perry didn't put an awful lot together on that initial move on the off the whistle, but he's attempting the stand-up escape there. DeAnna's kind of pressuring in with that deep waist and knocking that near arm out. Now he drops to the single as a counter move. There's your stand-up, and he split the hand out with the wrist control and got his 1-point escape.
DeAnna comes up with another set of riding minutes to make it 1:17 total for him so far. So on the board, it's 2-2. Second period. DeAnna has the only takedown. Hummel 2 escapes. And these are 2 of the very best in the country at this weight.
Oh, without question. We mentioned DeAnna is a good technician. Both of these boys are a real super technique.
DeAnna really pushing him now. Pushed hard, tried to get him off his base, couldn't do it.
I think any way you'd cut it, these 2 boys, when it's all over, are going to be 1-2 in the country.
Here you go, man. Line up.
Well, I am sure this is the match for the #1 rating right now at this point in the year. Whether you pay much attention to ratings, you a wrestling fan or not, is another matter. 1:30 left, 2-2. You see how low DeAnna's keeping. Hummel last year was able to get in under people with that wonderful double leg, and I think people are wrestling him low. They aren't letting him come under there anymore.
DeAnna's leading with that foot, and he comes in on that high crotch series. Almost turned it into 2, but
yeah.
Hummel countered well with that kind of a whip arm, limp arm, so to speak, and turned in, stays in the neutral position. It's a nice move by both boys, offensively as well as defensively.
Black, making all your offensive shots off of his.
DeAnna's called for backing away. That's a stall warning. I think Dan Gable wants to talk to Mr. Raber about that. Let's listen in, shall we?
The only thing I want to say is that I feel that there's a lot of moving. You got to watch. I feel that one guy's setting moves up and the other guy's pushing a lot.
Okay, Coach, your man is making the offensive shots off of him, though. He's only come back after he shoots. Here we go. Come on down.
Very polite exchange, wasn't it?
Well, I think that
Caution, ready.
Dan was concerned about a given situation or two there as far as the stalling and the shooting and so on, and that's the way you'd expect anyone to approach, whether it be official, coach, contestant, whatever, and that's the way you like to see it. May not agree, may agree, but at least you do so in a very sportsmanlike manner, and that's good.
40 seconds left in the second period. It's still 2-2. DeAnna has a riding time advantage, and Hummel can't get close enough to make that single or double work.
Now both boys here are working for some high crotch series, singles and doubles, but they're warding each other off pretty easily too, because they both got a real low center of gravity.
20 seconds, second period.
Both stay low and they protect their legs real well.
Now in the third period, Hummel will start up.
There's a shot. Oh, there's a counter move. No points yet. Almost, but there was a counter move by DeAnna, and excuse me, by Hummel off that, or DeAnna almost had the 2 on kind of a snap down forearm smash move.
So it's 1 period left, and Perry Hummel will start on top. It's 2-2. DeAnna has 1 minute and 17 seconds worth of riding time, which Hummel would have to erase to make it absolutely even.
Well, he's not, I don't believe that either one of them are capable of riding the other one for a full 3 minutes, so he's hoping to negate some of that riding time, and then maybe if there is an escape, why?
He couldn't do it because he had 7 seconds, and DeAnna leads 3-2 with potential riding time. DeAnna's very clever at countering.
There's one thing to remember, off of his countering, he puts a lot of offense off of that. He scores a lot of points on counter moves, but he's just a good technician, and Perry's the same way. Good counter wrestler. He countered that move that DeAnna made near the end of that last period real well and saved 2 points.
There's been only 1 takedown in this match, and it was scored by DeAnna after a remarkable series early in the first period. Hummel has had 2 escapes. DeAnna has had 1. We are down to 2 minutes.
Both boys, I think, are again looking for that little mistake, a little miscue by one or the other, so they can set up. There's a nice move by Hummel. Got in there with pretty good penetration. He's got that single leg lock. If he can turn it into 2, it looks like he might.
Well,
nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Good whizzer by DeAnna.
There's your whizzer move, overhook. No points.
We're down to 1.5 minutes. Body lock by Hummel.
No points yet. They're still scrimmaging for the takedown. If he can get that near ankle, now he might get it. There it is.
But
He got that near ankle and pressured in on him. There's a 1-point escape.
I don't believe he gave any points at all.
By golly, still 3-2. I thought we had the 2 and 1 there, but evidently not.
Referee said don't give any points until he has time to react, and DeAnna
He
reacted.
probably felt there wasn't enough reaction time. I just figured it was there.
We are less than a minute away from the end of this match. DeAnna in black for the University of Iowa Hawkeyes in a very big dual meet leads 3-2. And he has some riding time. But he also has a stall warning. And he's going to get called for one this time, I think.
This man, one red.
That was stalling against DeAnna, so it's now a 4-3 score. DeAnna leading, but keep in mind he has riding time likewise.
It's 3-3, yes, 3-3 with...
Excuse me, 3-3.
So a takedown here is everything. A takedown is everything.
Perry's got to go after him. He's got to have either another penalty here on stalling, or he's got to get a takedown because...
With 20 seconds left, 20 seconds. 13. You see the clock up there at the top of the screen. And the point is given.
Come up. 5 seconds.
I thought he was giving a point, but he didn't.
Well, he gave the warning against...
There it is. And it's a victory for Mike DeAnna on riding time.
No, wait a minute. This isn't over yet here. We got to, I think you're right, but it looks like the match score is different up there than what it should be. The warning against Iowa State, I'm sure.
Yes, the warning was against
So
Iowa
it's
State.
4-3 Iowa.
So therefore the score is what?
And so Mike DeAnna is the victor. He has defeated Perry Hummel 4-3 at 167 pounds. And Mike DeAnna is out there saying, nice match.
4-3 favor of Iowa. Okay.
4-3.
That's
and
good
the
match.
Hawkeyes are coming back.
Two excellent wrestlers.
Yes, the Hawkeyes are coming back. They now trail 16-11.